pre-show before the free show.
Mal, pal, have we ever felt more back?
I feel back.
You feel pretty back?
I feel pretty back.
Pretty back.
2 days in a row that I'm doing this.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Not me. America's new broadcasting power couple.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into the pre-show for the free show. I am Greg. That is Mallory, our producer for today, because Pickle, once again, tragic news about Ashley Pickle to pass along. She is, she's fine. Like, she's just not here doing the show.
She's busy. So,
is she Pantsuit Pickle today?
No, so her brother is graduating tomorrow.
Jake.
Congratulations to Jake Pickle. He's
My
graduating at 8 a.m. tomorrow from the University of North Texas. So
Cool.
we're super pumped for him. But she is setting up graduation party stuff right now. So she's going to the store, getting some good food, and so she's
this can be a Jake Pickle centric pre-show.
I would love that.
I would too. You went to, because he made a movie. He made a film, correct? He made a film?
Yes, he did. Sorry,
You're distracted. Did you go to the premiere?
I did.
And?
I did. It was so good. Did y'all talk about this already on the pre-show?
We didn't talk about the movie. We talked about the fact that she was going to it.
Okay.
But we didn't have a post game.
Gotcha. Okay, so so it was last Friday. Well, first, Pickle and I pre-gamed with Roosters.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do. It's the restaurant in Denton that we went to
before. Yes.
It was after
the career
Kickstarter at North
Correct.
Texas. Yeah, some of the best food ever.
Yeah, that's why you went.
So we pre-gamed to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
we pre-gamed there.
You
and
went for the food.
For the food, we did. Oh, I had some kind of burger with, I don't know, it was so good. It had like jalapenos on it and bacon.
And a Sprite.
It's great. Yeah, Sprite. Dr. Pepper, actually. So we did that first, and then we went to the premiere. So he's in an advanced film class.
Mm-hmm.
So their project for the spring semester was to create a short film. And they were all put into groups and stuff. And each one of them, I believe, had to work on at least 2 films. But if you had a producer role in one of the films, you didn't have to work on another one because that's obviously your main job, right, for that one film. But there were 4 of them. And so they were all really, really good. All 4 of them were fantastic. And we were talking about this when we were there, and afterwards, it didn't feel like these were made by students. They were so good, which makes sense. It was an advanced film class. All of these guys are either graduating or about to graduate. This is what they want to do, right? But it just didn't feel like students made it. They were just so good. There were 2 that we enjoyed the most. One of them was the concept of it was so crazy. It was almost like a fever dream. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you even come up with a topic like that? It was really, really good. But Jake's was so good.
One of the things that this happens when you get older, and it happened when you came on board. Okay? Like, for example, this happened to me when we hired you. Is like if you can go into things with an intellectually honest and open heart. Yeah. Right? Then when you hire younger people, you're just like, oh my gosh, they are so good at things.
No,
right. That's like, and I think that this might be the first experience you're having with that, of you see younger people like, oh my gosh, no, you're children, you're not supposed to be able to do this.
Correct. Yeah. Very correct. But it was really, really good. He was very proud of it too. I'm really glad we got to see it. The premiere of it. Good. So I'm excited for the Pickles to all watch it this weekend together.
Congratulations.
They're going to break down each scene. That's what I've heard. So they're going to get like the behind the scenes in-depth analysis of how it was made.
Where was your college graduation?
It was at Apogee.
It was at Apogee?
Stadium. Yeah.
Cool.
Didn't get to walk the stage. Had to sit there and just listen to the ceremony.
You get to walk the stage?
Mm-mm. was during COVID.
Oh, COVID.
2021. I graduated from UNT in 2021. So it was all at Apogee. And I had to sit there. They didn't even call out our names either.
Oh, that sucks.
It did kind of stink. So I didn't get the full experience of graduation, but I still got obviously my diploma and still got to wear a cap and gown.
So I graduated from both North Texas and from Missouri. I graduated from at Mizzou Arena for my college graduation, and I graduated from Coppell High School.
Was it the Coliseum?
Yeah, the Coliseum. The Coliseum,
really?
Or was it? Yeah, it was,
Coppell, all the way up there. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, they need a big. I mean, I graduated with a class of 665.
My class was bigger than that.
So they needed a big barn, and but you probably graduated at UTA.
Yes.
My guess. See?
Yeah, we had
you have a big venue at your disposal.
Yeah,
Coppell didn't, and they didn't want to have it outside because it's May.
Yeah, I think we had over 800 people in my
Jeez.
high school class, maybe 750.
Jeez.
It's funny, I tell this story. I sat next to two people. In between two people I had just met on graduation day.
Oh my gosh.
Did not know who they were.
I can't even imagine that. Because okay, for example, so I want you to think about that. 800 people, that's a huge class.
Yes.
I want you to imagine Allen High School.
Yeah.
Which has an enrollment of 6,947.
Nice.
Which means that if it was all evenly distributed, and certainly it's not, but each of them average 1,736 in their class, which means 1,000 more people than were in your class.
Yeah.
Okay? And 1,200 or 1,100 more people than were in my class. Now, I want you to contrast that with the experience of the folks who go to, I'll pick one at random here at the bottom of the UIL rank order, the people who go to Marathon High School, which I wrote a story about in the 2017 edition, Dave Campbell's Texas Football. You can read on texasfootball.com, dust to dust. It's a very good article. They have an enrollment of 20.
That's crazy to me.
Now, let me tell you, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Since I wrote that story, enrollment has skyrocketed. Because
you're kidding.
Because I want to say when I wrote the story 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was they had an enrollment 14.
So they have a football program.
They do not anymore.
Not anymore.
Story.
Okay.
You should read the story. I'll send you the story. It's about the Texas high school ball's lost dynasty.
Okay.
The Marathon Mustangs.
Yeah, I'll read it because I don't have anything else to read right now.
Yes.
So.
Pawnee's got 25
magazine pages.
I'm
you didn't
aware.
Get my
I know
joke.
where you're getting. I get it.
Respond to it.
I know. I'm just blitzing through it. Putting my head down. Anyway, congratulations to all the grads out there.
All the grads.
Especially one grad, Jake Peck.
JP!
Hit the theme, Expo. From the brand new Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful, scenic Lewisville, Texas. It's Texas Football Today, a show here on a Friday. Going up on a Friday.
Going up on a Friday. Is that a song?
No, it's going up on a Tuesday. My name is Greg
correct.
Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine and TexasFootball.com, which is a website on the internet. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, or you listen to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting over there at the helm today, making us sound good. My Mal Pal, your Mal Pal, everyone's Mal Pal. I didn't look up a backup quarterback today.
No, you didn't.
I put on my list of things to do.
Do it right now.
Miami Dolphins quarterback.
I'll be a backup quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
Let's see. She is our Mike White.
Who?
The backup quarterback for Tua Tagovailoa at Miami.
Woo!
She's Mallory Hartley. Hi, Mel.
Hey.
You doing
how's
all
it
right?
going? Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm glad to be back here.
We're thrilled to have you back. This is 2 days in a row. You and I getting to.
That's a lot of you.
Don't love your tone. Don't love your tone.
In the best way possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Today is Friday, May 10th, 2024. 202 days till Thanksgiving. happy birthday to a variety of people I've never heard of, but also today is the oh my gosh. Keenan Thompson is 46.
Okay.
We live in a world where Keenan Thompson's 46.
Okay.
Bono is 64.
Bono from U2.
From U2, yes. Anyway, happy birthday to all those people.
Happy birthday.
It's episode
Bono.
1769.
Nice.
On today's show, folks, grow up.
You were waiting for me to say that. You were just itching
what you're talking about. On today's show, folks, back half of the show, we got Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. We're answering your questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel,
everything.
I'm trying to think of something else you could ask us about. Don't ask us about like politics, but like basically anything else. You can probably ask us. We might answer it.
Baseball and softball.
Oh, ask us about baseball and softball on Texan Live.
Because we're knee deep in that.
We're neck deep in baseball and softball. I watched a game. This is true. I was sitting at my desk yesterday working on the 2024 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Oh, also we'll have Prosper coach Tyler Moore coming up here in just a moment. I was watching a softball game. It was the SEC tournament. It was on SEC Network.
Okay.
And this game went into, I want to say 14 innings. It was Alabama and LSU. And remember, they only play 7 innings.
Correct.
The LSU pitcher pitched the entire game. She threw over 200 pitches. She pitched 14 innings and threw 200 pitches and gave up. I think they won 3-2. LSU ended up winning 3-2. So she gave up 2 runs over 14 innings.
Wow.
Players.
Very impressive.
Softball players are remarkable.
They really are.
Anyway.
They're.
I wish I was good at sports.
I like watching OU play.
Do we have first word through the door?
We sure do. It was Joey Hill, Just Chad, TJ Hudson, and Daniel Agnew. Welcome in.
By the way, so speaking of softball and OU softball, because OU was very famously dominant the past couple of years. I think they're still very good. I think they're still very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know, so they had a young woman who was just incredible. Jocelyn Alo, I think it is. Alo is her name. She's like the college softball all-time leading home run hitter. She's like the Babe Ruth of college softball. She's like unstoppable. Do you know what she's doing now?
No.
Because this popped across my Instagram yesterday. Once again, things on Tepper's Instagram algorithm. She's playing for the Savannah Bananas.
Really?
She got her first hit the other day because it popped up on my Instagram.
That rocks.
What a great idea.
That is.
By the Bananas of like, what if we get the most high-profile softball player of all time and have her come play for us? That's awesome. Because like there's not, because I don't think
so bad.
Because there's not. I think there is a professional softball league, but I don't think it's like super. I think if the Bananas were to call and say, hey, we want you to come play for us, that's probably a better financial move.
Right.
For Jocelyn Alo to do it. Anyway, very cool. I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, that rocks. I did not know that. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's talk a little football. Let's talk a little football, specifically DFW area. The Prosper Eagles are gearing up for another big season heading into 2024. Going to have an outstanding offensive line, and as usual, have an outstanding coach on the sideline. Tyler Moore, head coach of the Prosper Eagles, caught up with Matt Stepp earlier. Here is Matt Stepp's conversation with Tyler Moore of Prosper here on Texas Football Today.
Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, back here at the Melissa 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament here with the head coach of the Prosper Eagles, Coach Tyler Moore. Coach, you guys are 1-0 on the day after a win to start out, and appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us between games.
Absolutely. Appreciate everything you do, highlighting the kids, highlighting high school football.
All right, Coach, first off, let's talk about, you guys right now. Have you started spring ball, or are you right in the middle of spring at the moment?
Yes, sir. We're kind of 5 practices in, starting to get kind of a good feel for, what we want to do and where guys are going to be and getting out there and competing a little bit already. Had our first scrimmage kind of, in the book, seeing guys tackle and fly around a little bit and make plays, and it's a fun time of the year.
When you and your coaching staff met here to get things kicked off, what are some of the questions that you guys wanted to answer that you wanted to see answered during these 15 or so practices you get during spring ball?
We have a relatively young defense coming up. We lost a lot of seniors, lost a lot of good players, and we have a lot of talent there, and a lot of guys who can fit different pieces. We have some guys who can play in the secondary that also maybe play some linebacker. So defensively, it's finding guys that are going to run and hit, and it's finding where those pieces fit, where everybody goes, and what's our best 11, and how we sort out that best 11. And then offensively, it's we got a running back back, really 2 running backs back. We got the offensive line in place. It's going to be finding out who's the quarterback and finding out what skill guys can work around them and how our skill players are going to perform.
And never hurts to build a little depth across the board, right?
No doubt. Depth is in this league, in 6A, in the DFW area, depth is vital to your success for sure.
All right, Coach. Now, one area that we're out here watching 7-on-7, and a lot of the skill guys, the pretty boys are out there making plays. But for you guys, I think Prosper has built a tradition of the past few years of putting out great offensive linemen. You guys have had some of the best offensive line groups in the state, in my opinion, the past 5 or 6 years. And you got another group coming up. This group, I know you're replacing a couple of really good linemen coming up, but I think from on paper, the potential of this group has a chance to be one of the best. Talk about your offensive line and kind of how those guys have grown up and matured and what you want to see from them during the offseason as they mature.
Absolutely. Our we're blessed with big kids to start with, the last few years. But I think, in this area, again, in 6A in Dallas, man, everybody's got big kids. Our O-line coach, Coach Brian Thompson, a guy who's been our assistant O-line coach, John Huddy, those guys do a phenomenal job coaching the technique, coaching the position. And more than just the technique is understanding how everything fits together. The O-line play is about 5 guys. You can have 3 great players on the offensive line, and if 2 guys aren't doing their part, it's not going to matter. All 5 have to work in concert. They have to understand the scheme. They have to understand how defensive movement affects. So, 1, our coaches do a great job preparing those guys. 2, those guys are smart kids. Again, you can be big, all that stuff. If you can't think, you can't play. So we got smart kids, we got big kids, and then on top of all that, they're athletic kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say your offensive line always they're big kids, but they always seem to move around well, good feet. Guys probably used to play a little basketball back in the day.
Absolutely, Zayden Crimpen, our left tackle, did play some basketball. They're trying to talk him out to still keep playing, and we love to see those things. We got at least 2 of those guys can dunk the basketball. We got 2 guys that are hovering under 5 flat when they run the 40, and a couple more that are just at 5. And I mean, they can move and run. And again, in this day and age in football, if you can't move and run, regardless of how big you are and all that, it's going to be a struggle.
All right, now when we talk about 7-on-7 again, you guys won your first game already. It's not real football, we know that, but it's there are some things you can take with you. So what do you want to see from your kiddos today while they're out there competing? Obviously, they're wearing a Prosper uniform, so you want them to win no matter what. So what do you want to see out of your guys today?
You said it's compete to start with. Anytime you step on the football field, and really for us, what we preach is anytime you do anything, it's compete. Compete at life, compete on the game. You go to class, compete as a human being. So we want to see them get out there and compete. And then the second thing is we want to see our guys execute our schemes. We're not going to come out there and do things that we don't do in a game. We're going to run.
No 2-yard crosses?
No 2-yard crosses, no shovel passes, no running routes at the sticks. Really, we're gonna execute our game plans. We're gonna run our defense. We might be the only team. I won't say the only, but we're out there running, some cover 3 stuff. Sometimes our kids think they might need to blitz in 7-7. I don't know, but we're going to get out there and we want to execute our stuff at a high level. And then obviously, just throw and catch offensively. It never hurts. Regardless of what the game is, what the function is as far as football is concerned, when you throw and catch and build that timing, that's important. So those 3 things to us are the point of being out here. And then again, represent the program. You said they're wearing Prosper on their chest. We want them to do things the right way.
All right, final question for you, Coach. Realignment in February. A few changes for you guys. You kind of subbed out the Denton schools, and you had the Plano schools now back. Some rivalries renewed in that district, and I don't think your district got any easier. It looks like a good district on paper. Just kind of summarize what you guys have coming up this season.
No doubt. You talk about it didn't get any easier. There's nowhere to hide in the DFW. I mentioned a couple of times 6A football up here in this state, in this region of this state. There's nowhere to hide. So we're excited about the new challenge. We're excited for the new opponents. We've been kind of with the same group for 4 years, and it's been fun. And, guys, Braswell and Little Elm and Geyer, we've had some battles. We've had some great games, and we're going to miss some of those rivalries that we've built up. But we're excited for kind of a fresh new look. We're excited to see some teams we haven't seen. I'm excited as a relatively new head coach to kind of get to meet new people, getting to know these guys at Plano and Princeton, and those coaches are great guys and great men and great coaches. So kind of learning and growing with them as well in the same district is exciting for me. So I think by and large for us, it's just again a chance for us to continue to spread our brand out to another region and area and get to compete against some new people.
Coach, appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to watching your kiddos. Game 2 is coming up here in a minute. Appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas, and good luck in 2024.
Thank you.
There is Tyler Moore, head coach of the Prosper Eagles. Caught up with Matt Stepp in a state qualifying tournament for 7-on-7 earlier this month. We appreciate Tyler Moore stopping by with us. We are Texas Football Today. We're here every weekday at noon on TexasFootball.com, talking football in the Lone Star State. You can follow us on Twitter at DCTF, like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbell's, and of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Let me tell you something about Sunday. Sunday. This is a health announcement coming from your doctor, Dr. Tepper.
From who? World Health Organization.
If you value your health, Sunday is Mother's Day. Don't screw it up.
Don't.
Now, I'm going to spend the next couple of seconds trying to sell you to get a subscription to Dave Campbell's Texas Football at TexasFootball.com/subscribe, and you should do that. But if you don't, that's fine. Do something.
Correct.
I care about you as a person, and I want you to be here Monday to watch the show. And if you screw up Sunday, you're not gonna be. Do you read me?
That's a great point.
Are we communicating here? Don't screw this up. If you're looking for something to get your mom for Mother's Day, that's Monday. That's Sunday, by the way. That's the reason. TexasFootball.com/subscribe. Become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football subscriber. Get your mom the 2024 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football mailed to you before it hits newsstands, as well as a year of Dave Campbell's Texan Live, our streaming platform. If your mom wants to watch high school baseball and high school softball next week, she can.
Absolutely.
Thanks to you, her valued child. If you go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe, makes a great gift as well. And by the way, I know there are people who are like, hey, why do I have to get my wife something? She's not my mom.
You should not have that mindset.
Trying to save your life here.
That's a bad mindset to have.
Don't screw this up. TexasFootball.com/subscribe to save your bacon. TexasFootball.com/subscribe. Coming up here in just a moment, Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. We're answering your questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel. Get them in the comments on Facebook and YouTube. Before we get to that, though, let's hear from these valued partners.
I feel like bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Come on, get on up. Oh yeah, get on up. Bustin' loose when you wanna sing. Bustin' loose, baby, do your thing. Talking about bustin' loose, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Potter, Executive Director of Be Well Texas. Too many people are struggling alone these days, and alcohol and drug deaths are increasing. We started Be Well Texas to offer high-quality, science-based addiction treatment and recovery services anywhere, even at home. We provide compassionate, caring support virtually or in person. In many cases, there is no cost for treatment if you don't have insurance. Really. Welcome to Be Well Texas. We're glad you're here.
Wing is the largest residential drone delivery provider in the world, delivering to your home in less than 30 minutes. Order using an app just like other popular delivery services, and Wing's automated drone takes care of the rest. It's fast, safe, and sustainable, and it's now delivering to parts of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. You can learn more at wing.com/TexasFootball. Again, that's wing.com/TexasFootball.
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texas loves doing business with fellow Texans. VCR now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support. VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
Back here on Texas Football Today, where it's Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend, getting ready to hang out with our moms. But before we do that, it's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score some great deals on award-winning Hondas. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more.
Thank you, Honda.
Thanks, Honda. We
Thanks,
love you.
Honda. We love you. Thanks, Honda.
Thanks, Honda.
Honda. If you got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, Mallory's hair routine, which is very, very intricate. You get those in the comments, Facebook,
Is it?
YouTube. You tell me. That's what the streets are saying. The streets are saying that
The streets are saying
let's
that.
keep the good hair. You gotta maintain the thing. So what are you doing? Let me ask you a question. While people get their questions in on Facebook and YouTube,
Okay.
what are you doing with Miss Rhonda, your wonderful mother? What's happening this weekend?
So I'm going home tonight to go back to the Ag Town.
Ag Town, Swag Town.
Ag Town, Swag Town. We're going to go out to dinner tonight, me and her. And then tomorrow we're getting together with the family. We always like to meet in Grapevine because my grandparents live in Grand Prairie. My aunt and uncle live all the way up in Flower Mound. And so that's kind of a good meeting point for all of us. So we're going to go have brunch tomorrow.
Brunch.
So, but we're not doing anything Sunday.
Okay.
We all had plans. So
We are going to get together with my mom and her husband, my dad, I should be clear, and as well as it'll be the whole family getting together. We're getting together at a little getting together at a brewery on Sunday.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Give it up to because there's 4 kids, Hank, Sadie, Max, and Lila. There's 4 kids, and so this gives them an opportunity to kind of run around and stuff.
I like that.
To do. So we're gonna go do that on Sunday to celebrate Mother's Day, which you cannot screw up.
Yeah, don't do that. That's terrible.
All right, do we have any questions from the people?
Yes. Let's start off with, if you could create a high school, what colors would you choose? Also mascot, classification, and location.
Oh, so now I have to go into create a team. This is NCAA football. I got to create a team. The color scheme's tough. I am always very partial to I want to be clear that there's a lot of really good color schemes out there. So I don't want to I don't want to say something and then get everybody to be like, oh, of course you like that color and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have always found navy and gold to be a really nice combination.
Yeah, I like that
navy,
too.
white, and gold. I think it's very classic. I think it looks very good, so that would be it. Be the Tepper High School Peppers, of course.
Yeah. I like that.
We would play 3A football, 3A Division 2, coming for Gunner's Crown. And what was the other question?
Mascot.
The Peppers, Tepper Peppers.
Oh, okay. And location.
I mean the beach.
I like that.
The beach or far west Texas. But then you got to
Galveston.
drive a lot. I would say the beach, but then far west Texas would be second place.
I like that.
Yours would be Arlington Hartley, right?
Yeah.
Arlington Hartley High School.
Arlington Hartley. I like that. Yeah.
Arlington Hartley.
I think my colors would be either something to do with yellow, because that's always been my favorite color. Yellow. And
Yellow's your
black.
favorite color? I didn't know that.
Yellow and black. Pickles is too. I just love that. Anyways, I think it'd be yellow and black. I also love red and black. Red and black's such
Red and
a
black's a good
sick
color.
color
Hey,
scheme.
Cowboy
So,
fight never dies.
Yeah. Location, I'm with you.
Gotta
Maybe
be
by the beach.
By the beach. That's a personal self-preservation
Or El
thing.
Paso. El Paso would
be dope,
rock too.
El Paso Hartley High School.
El Paso Hartley High School. Yeah, I like that. So if not Arlington, it'd probably be El Paso.
Okay.
And I don't know what a mascot would be. That's tough.
The Hartley
The
Hartley Hammers.
not.
Do you want like a
I gotta
cute
workshop
mascot, or
this.
do you want like a
No, I want a tough one. I want a
Hartley
mean-
Hornets?
I like that.
The Hartley Hornets?
That sounds cool.
Be good. I'm a big alliteration guy.
I am too.
Uh,
Pickle and I've always talked about that. It's
the
Lano Llamas.
the Hartley Hippos. You come for Hutto's crown.
Hutto, I was about to say.
Come for Hutto's crown and be like, now we're the hippos now too. Look at me.
Yeah.
Look
Are
at
they
me.
the only
I am the hippo now.
Are they the only hippos
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Nice.
they might be the only hippos in America. I looked that up.
No
one day.
way.
There might be another hippo. Anyway. All right. What's next?
Okay.
Malpal?
Let's go with how many first 4 through the door fans could you name from any episode?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I bet I could. Okay. I want to be very clear that I'm not going to perform this today.
Okay.
I want to be very clear. However, if you gave me about 10 minutes to like think it up and like write, like I'd want to write it down, I could get 25.
Think so? I feel like I could. I bet Pickle. You know, Pickle
Pickle
could
would
probably get a lot
she'd
because
probably
she
get
does
twice
this.
that.
Yes,
She does
she
everything.
would absolutely.
Yeah. Like my
Okay,
brother's
I like
been
that.
first 4. That's easy.
Yeah, I've
What?
been first 4.
You've been first 4.
Vina has.
There's a couple of layups in there and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, I think, no, I know you nerds. Like I pay attention. Like this is something that I feel like I should say on the air because I've been thinking it a lot. I don't know. There's been some conversations that I've had with various and sundry people. I am not as stupid as I look. Print that on a T-shirt.
I think that's funny.
What's next, Mallory?
Yeah, we can.
Can what?
We can make you a T-shirt that says.
Says
that
I am
'cause
not
we
as
have a
stupid
cricket.
as I look.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd wear it.
Company shirts.
Oh, by the way, I have a question for you, the co-host of Women Talking Football, WTF.
Okay.
You guys were over on the interview set yesterday,
We
the
were,
side set.
yes.
How'd it feel? Because now you guys are going 3 wide. You and Pickle and V and I.
Yeah. Oh man, it felt awesome.
Yeah?
It felt so conversational too because we were both talking, like we had the graphic up on the TV behind us, so we could kind of reference back to the graphic, and the conversation just flowed so much easier.
Yeah.
So it
was a good
rocks.
show. I
We're gonna
watched
keep
it.
Did you really?
I did.
Did you agree
I
with
liked
my
it a
power
lot.
poll?
I liked it a lot. No, of course not.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you wimped out.
I did. I put Texas A&M at 2, UTSA at 3. I almost switched over.
I know you wanted to put UTSA too.
I still do want to put UTSA at 2.
Truth comes out. What's next, Mallory?
Let's go with, if you needed one offense to save your life, what would you choose? Why would you choose anything but the slot T?
So, okay. I guess it kind of depends on like the circumstances surrounding this like question of like how long do I have to prepare? Because here's the thing. We talk so much about the slot T and how the slot T
Slot
is the
T Mafia!
devil, slot T mafia out here, making waves. We talk so much about how unstoppable it is, and that's because these guys are running it at peak efficiency. These guys are running it so unbelievably well. But here's the issue. The issue is the reason that Liberty Hill, the reason that in the past, I think they're going away from it, Geronimo Navarro, the reason that the slot T, Franklin,
Yes.
the reason that they run it so well and it looks so good is because they've run it for years.
Correct.
These kids have been running this offense since they were in 7th grade.
That's why
So
it
like
works.
they make it look so easy. That's the thing. Because there's also, I gotta be honest, if you go out there, if you've ever watched bad slot T football, ugh,
You're screwed.
you're just like you don't know where the ball is going, and you're not gonna like you are stuck in mud. You're stuck in mud unless you want to run like the same 2 plays, like dive. Like to me, we take for granted how hard that offense is to operate, and so like what I would do, again, it depends on circumstances. Am I taking over a program that can run any offense like that? Then yeah, of course I would want to run something like that. But I'm just telling you that it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yes.
I would probably run something closer to like a single back like formation, like a pro style. Gives me a lot of different options to operate, and then all I need to do is figure out who my best players are and I can get them the ball. As opposed to running a relatively intricate offense, because that's the thing, it's very intricate. Now, I will say this, as somebody who has watched bad slot T football before, it is not worse than watching bad spread football. Because when they can't complete a pass, or they can't protect, it's bad to watch.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch. So
Yeah.
I understand the point.
Good spread offense is fun.
Good spread
And
offense is
that's
fun.
my yeah.
Crisp spread offense is fun.
It's really, really
Crisp
fun
slot
to
T
watch.
offense is fun. I get equal joy in watching both of those.
Correct.
But like when it's bad, it's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more. We got 1
I
more.
have a lot more.
Oh,
but
okay.
We can cut it. How much more
we
do
can
you
do
want?
if you want to do 3 more. I don't know what your
let's do
schedule
3
looks
more.
like.
I don't have. Much this is my fun time.
We got 2 hours of we got
Let's just go.
2 weeks of just everything.
Let's just
we'll
stay
do, like,
on the air for.
We'll do like the
3
1,000th show
hours.
when we did it for 7
Let's just
hours.
not- y'all call in. We'll no. Okay.
If we could start taking calls, do you realize the chaos that would ensue on this show?
I love chaos.
You are an agent of chaos.
I'm an agent of chaos.
All
You
right,
are so
we'll do
correct.
3 more.
Okay.
And then I'm cutting us off.
Correct.
Like a
Let's
magnet
do. I know. Let's do. Is Centerville the team to see next year in 2A?
No. Centerville's fine, but Centerville's getting kind of wiped by graduation. Centerville got hammered.
Okay.
Their quarterback's gone. What was their quarterback's name? I've got this here. Listening to live coverage. Logan Jenkins. Logan Jenkins is gone.
That's right.
And yeah, he
That's
graduated. And like, I don't think the cupboard's bare, and I really like what Kyle Hardy's done there. But like, losing a guy like Logan Jenkins is going to hurt. That's Collinsville. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that's Collinsville. But they do bring back, or they do lose. Centerville loses.
Oh,
Collinsville.
Yes.
I was getting Collinsville and Centerville.
Yes.
Centerville loses 18 starters from last year's team. 16 starters from last year's team. Like, they get wiped. Now, they got some players I really like, but it's a lot of, like, worker bee types. Like, they get Jake Gray back from injury. He was injured a lot for a lot of the season. Hudson Ford, like, their big tackle, he's back and stuff like that. But there's a lot of pieces to fill. There's a lot of holes to fill, especially, like, skill position-wise. So I've got some questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They lost a big senior class, a really good senior class. And they're going to need to, I think they've got real questions. Now, I don't think they're going to get buried. Like, to be clear, I'm not, and I think that they're in a district that they're going to be the favorite in. It's them. It's kind of, they kind of smushed together. It's kind of the same district, but they're adding Hearn in District 12, 2A Division 2, 2A Division 1. But I don't know. I mean, the other thing is that they're going to have to go through Region 3. Timpson, Garrison exist, Beckville, Wascom.
Tough.
Honeygrove, I'm very high on Honeygrove next year. Cooper. I like Centerville, but like there are pieces that they're going to need to replace that at the 2A level, there's no guarantee of what that team, especially when you lose. When a coach is telling you we lost a special senior class, especially at the 2A level, you listen.
Right.
And I think that there may be a little bit of a reload. I still think they're the district favorite. But I've got some questions about Centerville that I think we're going to need answered in non-district before we get into district play. I think they're going to win their district. I think they're better than Jewett-Leon, who's probably second place in that district. But that's my take.
Okay.
What's next?
I like it. We'll do 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does more.
All right, we'll play a game.
Okay.
Start, bench, cut.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Okay. Start, bench, cut.
Quinn Ewers.
Uh-huh.
Connor Wigman.
Oh,
Jackson Arnold.
this sucks. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to start Connor Wigman. I'm going to bench Quinn Ewers, and I'm going to cut Jackson
Arnold.
I don't feel good about that at all. But now, the interesting thing is, like, for Wigman, the interesting thing about Wigman is that it's all projection still. That, like, he started off really well last year, but he got hurt. We've never seen him play a full season.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's kind of how it is with Jackson Arnold, too.
Because
we'll see a lot more of him this year. He's projected to be the starter because Dylan Gabriel is at Oregon now. But kind of the same thing with him. We just don't really know what he looks like.
If you want to play it safe, then Ewers is the guy. He's the known commodity.
That's how
you know what you're
start
getting.
him. Yeah.
You know what you're getting. I think there's a decent argument that Wigman's got a higher upside. We just don't know it yet.
Right.
I might be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. But I would say, if for the sake of this exercise, I'll roll the dice and I'll say
Yeah.
maybe Wigman ends up being this like super duper star if he stays healthy.
Right.
Now he's coming off of injury. Who knows what that looks like? Quinn Ewers is the safe choice there. I choose to be a little bit of an agent of chaos and go with a little bit more of an unknown, because I do think that Quinn Ewers, we know what he is. He's a very rock solid, very good quarterback.
Yes.
Right? We know what he is. Wigman, we still don't know, and so I would say
like that.
I'll roll the dice on Wigman with that, and I'm not picking an OU quarterback to.
Nah.
This is Texas football today. There's a big
Texas.
flag on the wall.
Correct.
All right, give me an ender.
All right, let's go with, would you time travel? And if so, to what time period?
So no, I'm not messing with the space-time continuum.
Okay.
I watched enough movies and television shows to know that just ends
you can't,
poorly.
if you choose to time travel,
It has
you
ripple
cannot touch anything.
Anything.
You can't
Don't talk to anybody. So what's the point?
You can't, to just
to be?
exist.
To exist?
Exist
to
in
look
that time
around?
period.
I mean, there's an argument to be
I
made
have-
that
I-
simply by being there, you're going to shift the space-time continuum. All that's to say, if you're making me, because this is
I
the
am
point of
making
this
you.
exercise.
Yeah.
So you got to play this smart, where you want to go back far enough that it's interesting. Like you don't want to go back to like 1996, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you want there to be a value in what you know, and like you are a noticeably smarter person than other people.
But you can't talk to anybody.
So let's just say you can.
Okay.
Again, for this
okay.
argument.
Okay.
And you can go and interact in this world.
Okay.
You want to go back to a place where knowing what you know now will be of value. So you got to go back a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And also, you have to go back. I don't think you want to go back to like prehistoric times.
No.
I don't think you want to go back and mess with
No.
dinosaurs. I think you want there to be a relatively like civilization going on.
Yeah.
But also the kind of civilization that's not going to immediately kill you for being a witch. And so I'm thinking the sweet spot is probably like colonial America,
Okay.
like 1700s.
Okay.
But really what I want to do is I want to go back and like be a member of like Genghis Khan's horde and just wreck shop.
What would you wear? What would be your ideal outfit in that time?
For a Genghis Khan
Yeah.
outfit, Canadian tuxedo.
Okay.
Okay?
Like it.
Denim
Love
shirt, denim pants,
Love it.
denim Air Force Ones.
Oh.
Okay?
Do you think
A denim
Air Force Ones
fedora
are
and a cigar. That's what I would want to wear
I
as a
like
member of Genghis Khan's horde, just riding through the Mongols
I like that.
and just like wrecking shop. That'd be fun. Give me a sword.
I don't ever want to picture you with a sword, ever. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but like to me, you got to go back. It's got to be pre-guns, because like then immediately you're gonna get shot because you're a witch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got to be pre-guns.
Right.
I'm gonna say
sword.
I'm gonna say Genghis Khan. I want to be the Canadian tuxedo-clad member of Genghis Khan's horde.
Okay.
That's what I want. What about you?
I'm not following that train of thought anywhere. I want to go back to the 80s. I want to
Like the 1980s?
Yes. I want to be a teenager, and I've said this my whole life. I want to be a teenager from the 1980s because I think that time was the coolest time.
Like
to
scrunchies.
be
Like this cool. So that was the
and
peak
the
time
cool
to be young.
eyeliner.
The peak time to
and
be
the
young.
music. If you know me, I am such a big music person. I've always been big on music. That's just how I am. And I love 80s music. Also, no cell phones.
It's a big
I
win.
think that would be
Really nice.
awesome.
Really
Really,
comfortable.
really nice. I think the 80s. I think
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
There's some value there. There's some value there. So are you of the opinion that like you were born too late? Like my dad is somebody, he's like an old soul, and he's somebody who like, he always liked music that was like 20 years, like it was popular like 10, 15 years before he was like growing up.
That's the thing though about me is my music taste. I like a lot of different things. I mean, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll get ready for work, I'll be playing 21 Savage, right? Getting hyped up for the day. On the way to work, I'll be playing a little bit of Pink Floyd. You know,
You do
driving.
like Pink Floyd.
But at work, maybe I'll throw on a little Chris Stapleton. You know, so it's
You're an
just,
eclectic.
yeah.
So what you're saying
very,
is
very
that like
different.
what you're saying is that like you're the kind of person that would go back to the 80s and you would love to listen to like, you know, I don't know, jeez, like Dexy's Midnight Runners, or you'd love to listen to like
Tears for Fears.
Wham, or Tears for Fears, but then you would also want to bring back like your iPod so that you can listen to NLE Choppa. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us.
Yes!
Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell. And of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Thanks again to Prosper head coach Tyler Moore for being our guest. From Mallory Hartley, I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please meet your Player of the Year trophy. We'll see you Monday on Texas Football Today. Sunday's Mother's Day. Don't screw it up.